Hi guys, it's Chanel again and welcome back to my channel. Today we are discussing everything teacher oil. Now this is an updated video for you all, for I have done a video on teacher oil before on my channel, but let's be honest, she is old, outdated, and I figured I can redo it and give you guys something in HD since she is years old, as well as give you some new added tips and tricks about my favorite oil ever. Now if you all have ever seen the movie My Big Fat Greek Wedding and how they sit there and talk about how Windex fixes everything, in all actuality they should have been talking about teacher oil. This teacher oil is a jack of all trades. You can use it for so many things. I'm going to cover 4 major areas for you today and how you can utilize teacher oil, and honestly these are all areas that you can genuinely use in your everyday life concerning this oil, which I personally do myself. So I'm obsessed with it. I got the tea, I got the background, and I'm spilling it all for y'all today. So, number 1, the first thing I love using teacher oil for is as a disinfectant. Now, teacher oil itself has antioxidants in it that make it antifungal as well as antimicrobial. So, it's great as a alternative for a natural way to disinfect your home. You can add it to your dishwater while washing, put it in the dishwasher itself as an added cleaner along with your dishwashing tablets. You can put it in with your cleansers for your laundry as well, and you can just make an antibacterial spray with it in general, which is how I personally like to use it. Now, for just disinfecting around the home, I have a nice quick little recipe that you guys can go through and follow. Now, all you need is 1/4 teaspoon of tea tree oil. And then for scent and for pleasure, you can add 1/4 teaspoon of lavender oil along with it. I'm a big fan of just the scent of lavender within my home. It just makes it very nice, relaxing, soothing. As well as to that mixture, you want to add 2 cups of water, and you can just put this into a spray bottle and mix well. Now what this will do is be that perfect alternative to Clorox wipes or Lysol for you within the home without any of the man-made additives that Lysol and Clorox wipes have, which can just be in the end very irritant to your skin or what you're inhaling yourself. Because I understand you want to get rid of germs and have a nice clean home, but you don't want to kill yourself breathing in those fumes and them toxins or irritate your skin with them as well, trying to catch your life and not catch the flu or anything like that. So with that antifungal, antimicrobial within teacher oil, it works beautifully and it kills all those germs for you without all those added additives. I personally take this mixture, I spray it all over my carpet, all over my bed, especially when I'm changing out my sheets. I put it on my mattress itself, as well as on top of my sheets itself, in between me sleeping. And you can spray it on handles, curtains, mold from growing on in your bathroom, in the shower and things like that. It literally can take care of all that for you. And on top of that, this mixture is going to smell really nice and just euphoric within your home. You're going to feel like you're living in a spa. It just smells so good. On top of that, I like to use it as well on my hands, especially now when the whole outbreak broke loose, and of course majority of all cleaning supplies as well as hand sanitizers just disappeared from the face of the earth and no one can get a hold of anything. I was like, it's okay, I got some tea tree oil. I personally like to make this into hand sanitizer too, because like I said, it's not something that's going to be irritating to your skin or dry it out to make it feel uncomfortable, but it's also going to honestly kill 99.9% of any bacteria or germs on your hands. Now the formula I like to do for that is in a small little spray bottle. I personally fill it up 3/4 of the way with 70% rubbing alcohol, and then do that 1/4 lavender oil and then 1/4 tea tree oil, and just mix that together, and perfect little hand sanitizer for you too. I don't think I'm even using lavender oil with it. I think I mixed eucalyptus, mint oil with it this time, and I absolutely love it. Now, for those of you all who are more inclined on having your gel-like consistency for your hand sanitizers, you can do the same thing with aloe vera gel. Just simply fill your bottle up about halfway with that aloe vera gel, and then use the other part with tea tree oil along with any added oil you want on top of that for scent, and then just simply mix that together, and there you go. Got your own little hand gel and you're good to go. You can go out and about, touch what you need to touch, and then sanitize that way, and you good to go. Also, I've heard people mixing tea tree oil with witch hazel as well as another way to do an antibacterial like hand sanitizer too. So you have options out there, guys. Use them. Now, for number 2, you can use tea tree oil as a great aromatherapy. Obviously, tea tree oil is one of the well-known essential oils that you can place in a diffuser to diffuse around your home. It has a very nice, rich, calming scent. It's cousins to eucalyptus, so if you are like that whole eucalyptus, very spa, retreat, woodsy scent, you're gonna like tea tree oil as well. Like I said, it smells very delightful, very clean and crisp. When it comes to sinus pressure and headaches, it's great at relieving that. If you're one to try to avoid over-the-counter medication, I know personally I do. I literally, if I can just stick with only using pain medication during that time of the month, but avoid using it at any other time, I will try to use anything else to subside like headaches or anything like that versus using medication, just because I just feel like it's just better on my body, healthier for my liver and everything like that. Now, tea tree oil can aid with those pressure headaches. They say just simply taking the tea tree oil, and you can put it in a smaller bottle. I have technically a smaller like little jar of tea tree oil. You can simply take that, and all you would do is take it up to your nose and just breathe it in, and just breathe it in each nostril. And you want to do that for like a minute straight, and you will notice that your tension headache will start to dissipate. Those aromatherapy with this is great for those headaches. Really like gets down into your body, into your lungs, breaks up all that congestion. It's almost like Vicks or Vapor Rub. You know how Vicks Vapor Rub, that scent itself just breaks everything up in your body? Well, it's like that without the having to worry about using Vicks or spreading it all over your chest, because that was the one thing that was annoying about Vicks Vapor Rub is the fact that you have to lather your body down with it all on your chest, and it's sticky and greasy and nasty. Ugh. You can get the same relief just using tea tree oil, inhaling it for a minute and just letting that set and settle, and it just honestly goes in and breaks everything up, releases that tension, and really just calms and soothes you. Tea tree oil itself is just known to just be a great stress reliever, so it kind of just brings like peace over you. Just inhaling it, you don't even have to have a headache. If you are starting to just feel like anxiety building up in you, just having a small vial of this like in your purse whenever you do start to feel anxious or worried or just feel like tense, just taking a moment, like I said, inhaling it through your nostril, you'll notice you'll just start breathing deeper, feeling calmer, and just the stress starting to just melt away. So worth it. Now, the third way I love to use tea tree oil is for my hair. This is what necessarily got me onto tea tree oil in the first place. When I first discovered it years ago, was I was looking for ways that I can combat my dandruff as well as like boost my hair growth, because every black girl out there knows that's the one thing we want. We want hang time. We want our hair to be strong, healthy, and to grow and not have to worry about an itchy dandruff scalp. And tea tree oil combats all that for you. It's amazing for sure. Now, most people don't realize this, but when it comes to dandruff on your scalp, it's honestly caused by irritation of the skin due to a fungus. I know, that's disgusting. But literally, if you suffer from dandruff, just know it's a fungus living on your scalp that's irritating your skin and making your head itch and giving you those flakes. I know, absolutely the worst. But like I said, tea tree oil is antifungal. Praise Jesus, he gave you an oil to combat that. So putting tea tree oil on the scalp really will soothe it as well as kill that fungus, so you don't have to worry about dandruff anymore. So outside of just handling dandruff for you, tea tree oil is great for boosting hair growth because it really does clear out your pores. If you suffer from cystic acne on your scalp too, it really declogs your pores on your scalp, so you don't have those irritants that cause that cystic acne. Because I know if I personally have had within my lifetime a few times where you get those big knots on your head, like of cystic acne that has like come up on your scalp, and they hurt like the dickens, especially if you don't notice it and you accidentally are combing through your hair and shoot, a tooth of that comb hit it. Ooh, it's like you just got shot in the head. It hurts so bad. So it can manage and clear that, as well as you can use tea tree oil to combat and fight lice too. So win, win, win. Now, recipes and how you can utilize this tea tree oil on your hair for different reasons. When it comes to dandruff and an itchy scalp, they say mixing tea tree oil with baking soda works best. For my ladies with thinner hair, I would combat dandruff is by simply mixing this baking soda and tea tree oil together, massage it onto your scalp, do it kind of like it's a pre-poo, and then wash it out in the shower and wash your hair as normal about 15 minutes after it sat there. You can even sit there and like keep it on there a little longer if you want, for like 30 if you feel like it. Now, when it comes to hair growth or regrowth with tea tree oil, they say mixing equal parts tea tree oil and castor oil is the win-win there. Castor oil is great for boosting hair growth and regrowing hair that had stopped growing. So like if you're trying to combat hair loss, these two together are the win-wins to change your life, get your hair back to the thickness you've had prior, and get some great growth going on. If you are on that medium to fine side with your hair, definitely do it as a pre-poo, applying it to your scalp, letting it sit there as a pre-mask, and then going in and washing your hair. For my ladies with coarser hair like myself, I do this after I wash and condition my hair, and this is my moisturizer for my scalp. After getting out of shower, moisturizing and detangling my hair, I will part through and apply this directly to my scalp, and it's a leave-in treatment for me. So that itself is a great way to boost my hair growth, get some regrowth happening there too for areas where I may have lost hair from previous past abuse to my hair with treatment or heat or anything like that, as well as you're still being able to combat that itchy scalp that you can get later on, as well as dandruff. It just eliminates that from the beginning. Now, to combat hair loss solo by itself, you can mix tea tree oil in with egg whites and do a hair mask with this. Now, egg whites are great for your hair because it has so much protein in it, so it's definitely going to take damaged hair and kind of just rebuild it. My mom swears by this. She does like an egg white mask at least once a month and like lets it sit on her hair for like an hour, if not more. Mixing that tea tree oil in it too is definitely going to cleanse your scalp, because you want a healthy scalp and a healthy base for hair growth. For sure, egg whites is going to be what's going to treat your hair strands, rebuild them with the protein, but the tea tree oil is what's going to cleanse that scalp and nourish the scalp so it has a healthy environment to grow even longer. For an added way to do hair growth as well, for my ladies who think castor oil is too thick and heavy for them, you can always substitute it with olive oil. Olive oil is great for hair growth too. It's going to definitely moisturize the hair as well, so doing equal parts tea tree oil and olive oil is another win-win for you. Like I said, finer hair, it's going to make your hair look greasy. Do it as a pre-poo and then wash it out after you've done a mask. But for my girls with coarser hair who need the moisture, let it be an after shampoo treatment that maintains on your hair until next time you wash it. So it'd just be great to just moisturize your scalp and hair with it. If you have children or yourself is suffering from lice, you want to use 100% tea tree oil on your scalp directly. Majority of the time when it comes to tea tree oil, they do advise that you always use a base with tea tree oil when it comes to contact with your skin. 100% tea tree oil is highly potent, so it could, for some skin types, leave a chemical burn because it just can be just too strong and too high in acidity for some people's skin types. But That's kind of what you want here when it comes to bugs and killing them in their eggs, in their larvae, whatever you want to call it. So when it comes to using tea tree oil for lice, you would simply just part through the hair and apply direct tea tree oil throughout the hair. Let it sit there, comb it through the strands to literally get everything, and wada bam, bada boom, they dead. They ain't coming back. And then you can wash your hair as you wish with your lice shampoo or just even your regular shampoo, because the tea tree oil itself will handle the lice for you. Final way I love to use tea tree oil is for my skin. Tea tree oil is great at clearing up your skin and even surprisingly moisturizing it with the right base mixed in with it. It can honestly be really hydrating and purifying for the skin. You will notice that tea tree oil is not like most oils. It has a very, very thin consistency. It's not oily in base concerning it sitting there and sitting on your skin and just leaving an oily residue. It almost dissipates as soon as it hits your skin. It smells delightful. It honestly the skin just loves it and absorbs it pretty much immediately once it's rubbed in, and it leaves no residue whatsoever, which is why I personally love it. It's great for especially women who suffer from oily skin. Tea tree oil, if anything, is going to help combat that and keep you from getting as oily throughout the day. So let's get into all the good ways you can use tea tree oil for your skin. First off, you can fight acne with your tea tree oil. Me personally, as using it as treatment for my acne, if I ever, especially during that time of the month, start to get any particular breakout or anything like that, I will use 100% tea tree oil on my skin, but not directly on it, in a sense that I don't have a base to kind of counteract it. Like I said, tea tree oil can be very harsh. My skin takes well to it without a base majority of the time. That didn't bother my skin whatsoever. And even sometimes on my face, if I don't have a good moisturizer as a barrier prior to adding tea tree oil on top, it can start to kind of tingle or kind of sting almost a little bit. But for my hands been through it. My skin's good. If anything, that was a good antibacterial moment for me. I'm real clean, got no germs. But for my acne, it'd be an afterthought of after fully wash my face, moisturizing it, putting on whatever cream I wanted to do that day. If it's my morning routine or my night routine, I will fully do that first and then take a Q-tip, dip it in there, and then spot treat wherever on my face I'm having that breakout, and then let it sit there. Now that works so beautifully on me, because usually in 2 days, the zit or bump or raised whatever is gone. I mean, I even had a blemish, which I don't think you can even see now, on my face earlier this morning when I washed my face. And after putting on my moisturizer and all, I spot treated with tea tree oil here, as well as on my brows, because I was about to pluck them, because want to do that antibacterial, with me plucking and all. I want to make sure I didn't break out or anything like that after plucking. And that bump is practically gone already. You can't even see it anymore. It just honestly is great at going in, attacking whatever bacterial that is affecting your skin, that's causing that zit. It's gonna dissipate that, clear it out, clear out your pores, and it's anti-inflammatory. So then it also calms the skin down. So it's gonna bring that raised bump down very, very quickly, which I absolutely love. Like I said earlier, when it comes to hand sanitizer, it's a great disinfectant. So obviously you could use it as a disinfectant for your pores, and it's great for eliminating blackheads. Kind of using it as a toner as your after cleansing is a great way to just purify your pores, really clean them out without having to go into any added steps concerning doing a treatment of a mask or one of those nose pore strip thingies, which is horrible for your skin to begin with, because let alone you're yanking on your pore skin. No, your skin doesn't want that. Just simply wiping that with a cotton pad across your face will do the trick. For my ladies who do have sensitive skin, and using tea tree oil topically on your skin is just not an option for you. You tried it, it's too uncomfortable, it irritates your skin, it's too strong, even with mixing it with a base, then that's when I say put it in your face steamer. It will give you all those benefits of help with inflammation with your skin, purifying your pores, cleansing them out without it being like full on topical on your face. So just taking and adding a couple squirts of tea tree oil to your water for your steamer, and then just letting your face just sit there and soak it all in. It's going to be so good. You will literally raise your head up from the steamer and look at your skin and be like, dang, I didn't know I could look so good without makeup. Like, your whole face would just like light up and glow. I'm not kidding you, for sure. And then on top of that, get all the benefit of it being a nice aromatherapy. So if you were stressed going in, you're not stressed coming out of it, because you got glowing skin and at peace in your mind and in your soul. Aside of just treating your skin with tea tree oil concerning your face and being beautiful that way, I also use it on any cuts or scars I may get. So I kind of like use it as a first aid too, because like I said, it's antibacterial and it's gonna keep that wound nice and clean, and it helps with the healing of the scar too, so you're not having like an awful scar afterwards. So like if I get like a cut, paper cut or anything like that, I will go and put tea tree oil on that to help cleanse it, versus just using like hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol. I do prefer the tea tree oil, and it has shown to kind of like dissipate the scars, especially like I said with the whole acne thing. Of course, when you are not gentle with your skin, because let's be honest, we're not always good to it. I know I pick, and if I can just sit there and pop something, I will. No lie. And of course, when you do that, it leaves a scar. Now, when I'm going in and I do that, but then I go back and cleanse it with tea tree oil, I do notice I'm not left with a scar afterwards, which, hallelujah, is the best, because who wants a scar on their face? Not I. Something I've recently come across when it comes to using tea tree oil on your skin, which I'm surprised I didn't know this earlier. Like, I don't know how I was living my life this whole entire time and not using this tip, but putting tea tree oil like on a Q-tip is a great way to go in and treat ingrown hairs. Now, I personally did this like within this past week, because I had this awful ingrown hair, and simply going and using tea tree oil right on it after like taking my shower, honestly, inflammation from the bump caused from the ingrown hair went down within hours. The hair itself that was encased in that ingrown hair popped out, so I could easily pluck it out. So that was great. And then the bump altogether was gone within 24 hours. I was like flabbergasted. I'm like, skirt? What you mean I haven't been doing this to save my life? Because ingrown hairs, that's the reality. It's a problem in our lives. If you shave, you're going to have an ingrown hair at one point in your life. No one is immune from having an ingrown hair, and tea tree oil will clear it out for you literally in 24 hours. I was shooketh when I did this. Now, speaking of shaving, tea tree oil is great as a aftershave as well, especially for my men who suffer from razor bumps. Yo, aftershave with tea tree oil, literally shave your face, squirt that in there. If you want to mix it with some coconut oil, something like that, something nice to freshen your face, tab that all over. You will not have to worry about any razor bumps after the fact. Now, me personally, I have done this and used straight tea tree oil on my bikini line, because that is the main place I definitely suffer from irritated skin and getting razor bumps after shaving. And for sure, it keeps it nice and smooth and not irritable whatsoever. So that is definitely a tip for you all out there who suffer from razor bumps. Tea tree oil's got your back. And lastly, the last thing you can use tea tree oil when it comes to your skin, it has been known to help remove skin tags. Now, I personally don't suffer from any skin tags, so I haven't been able to like firsthand, try this for y'all, let y'all know like, yes, put tea tree oil on that skin tag, was able to flick it off an hour later kind of concept. I don't know, but I have seen other people talk about it. Did help them remove skin tags without necessarily having to go to the doctor to get it removed. So if you have skin tags you would like to be removed, definitely think about looking into tea tree oil and just do some research. See how other people are getting it done, and educate yourself on it before necessarily doing it, and see if it's a possibility for you, because then that way you don't have to necessarily worry about anything. You can use tea tree oil and the skin tag can be gone like that. Now, that's everything I have for you concerning the 4 ways you can use tea tree oil. As you see easily can be used as a disinfectant throughout your home in 10,000 different ways. Like literally use it in your kitchen, your laundry room, your bathroom, your bedroom, everywhere. It can be used as a nice aromatherapy to help relax you and ease headaches. Use it on your scalp and hair to get longer, healthier hair fast, as well as on your skin to have beautiful glowing skin. Now, I didn't want to end this video without giving you guys some added testimonies others have shared with me off my previous teacher video I did. So here are some testimonials for you now. Christina stated that mixing 3 parts jojoba oil and 1 part tea tree oil has been the best moisturizer for her ever. It got rid of her rosacea, and she won't be using any other moisturizers from here on out. Putting this on a few times a day has made her skin gorgeous and even tightened her pores. Well, I'm glad to hear that for you, Christina. One thing I will note, honestly, one of the skin lies that we have been told majority of our lives, if not all our lives, is that you can change the size of your pores. The reality is you can't. So all those products that are out there on the line that says that they can help tighten or shrink your pores, the reality is you can. Your pore size is genetic, just like your height is. You cannot make yourself taller or shorter based off using a product, and the same thing goes for the size of your pores. Now, if anything, when it comes to properly cleansing your pores so that there is no dirt or oil like compacted in them to make the pores look bigger. Tea tree oil, like I said, is great at helping with inflammation as well as being antibacterial. So it really goes in there and purifies your skin and gets all that junk out of your pores. So that's what she's probably noticing, is that her pores are finally clean and purified out, that she doesn't have any added gunk stretching her pores out to make them look bigger and more noticeable. So that alone, as you can see, can improve the look at your skin. But you honestly, just as a side note, cannot change the size of your pores. It's genetic. The way the pores are on your face now is how they will forever be, but you can definitely trick the eye and diminish them based off the look, and of course keeping your skin clear so they're not compacted with dirt will definitely do the trick for you. Cynthia wrote in saying, I finally found the right mix. I've been using tea tree oil on my face for 2 months now. I mix with coconut oil daily and dab it on the palm of my hands and rub it in after washing my face. This combination is amazing. My skin is so clear and soft, softer than ever. There is no greasy residue, but the tea tree oil does have a smell, but it dissipates very quickly. It's a good base before applying makeup in the colder months. Now, like I said, tea tree oil is great for your skin, especially coconut oil, and mixing it together. I can see why that is the perfect mix for her and giving her that perfect moisturizer for her skin. Not everyone's gonna probably be a fan of the smell of it. Like I said, if you're not a fan of eucalyptus, you're probably not gonna be turned on by the scent of tea tree oil. Scent of tea tree oil does dissipate out quicker than the smell of eucalyptus does. So win-win there. If you don't like the scent of it, don't worry, it won't linger around too long. Now, tea tree oil plus yeast infection equals, in all caps, amazing relief. Now, I have not utilized tea tree oil to combat a yeast infection ever, but like I said, it's antibacterial, antifungal, so it does make sense. I would personally have to go in and research on how you necessarily would want to use tea tree oil in your vaginal area to combat having a yeast infection, but as testimonial to her, tea tree oil is the way to go if you have a yeast infection. So if you suffer, if you're struggling and you can't stand Monistat tablets going up your JJ and dripping right back out, then look into tea tree oil. Do some research, girl. Now, Kina said she just washed her hair using tea tree oil, basil, and coconut oil before her shampoo, and OMG, the tingling. Now, like I said, tea tree oil will give you a nice little tingle for sure, especially those who have more sensitive skin. Tea tree oil does have a nice, like, kind of tingle to it. For me personally, the most I'll get from tea tree oil is if I use it 100% on my scalp and It will give a nice cool feeling, not too much tingling for me, but I do know for others, even mixing it with other bases, you will get that nice tingling with it. I'm sure mixing it with the basil too is gonna for sure give her that nice stimulant to your scalp. Now, why you want this tingle when it comes to your hair and your scalp is for this reason itself. When you have that tingling at the scalp, when you're moisturizing it and rubbing this mixture in, it's gonna bring blood flow to your scalp and to the roots of your hair, which is what you want in boosting hair growth for sure. That blood is gonna give added oxygen to your roots to be able to bring added nutrients to your hair follicles. Tea tree oil itself is gonna purify the scalp and really give it a healthy environment to grow long and strong. Now, she likes to use tea tree oil on her scalp and her daughter's scalp whenever they have like sew-ins for weaves to help against that itching, and then also uses drops of it for her husband because he suffers from toenail fungus. Now, like I said, that tea tree oil will clear that up like no other because it's antifungal. And then she also says she likes to add drops to her bath for it's very soothing. So that's where you're going to get that nice relaxing aromatherapy from it. And then also it's probably going to be really great for her skin that she put it in her bath water as well. Not only do you get the aromatherapy from it, but then you're also getting all the antibacterial properties from it as well, and really being able to disinfect your whole body and your skin that way too. She's probably jumping out of that bath with super soft skin too. All right, that is everything I have for you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this updated tea tree oil video, that you're able to gain a few added tidbits on how you can use tea tree oil in your life. Let it be your Windex. Let this be your new Windex in your life and use it for any and everything. As always, if you like this video, you were able to take away a little something new, definitely give it a thumbs up, spread the love. Also, if you're not subscribed with me already, confuse me, why not? Join the family. I upload a new video every Friday, and I must admit, they're good. Then again, I can be biased, but that's just me. And of course, if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. And as you saw from those testimonials, people are using tea tree oil in 100 different ways, plus more. So if you have added ways you use tea tree oil now, drop it down below. I definitely want to read it and know how you guys are using it, so my tea tree oil game and catch my life too. But I hope you guys are enjoying yourselves and are having a great day, and I will see you all soon. Take care. Bye.